Was the scheme. Hi, I'm David Barnett. I own the Wizard's Keep down in the Ball State Village. The Wizard's Keep is a game and hobby store that specializes in tabletop games like board games, card games, role-playing games, tabletop war miniature games. The Wizard's Keep was established in 1984 by Stan Stevens. He is the owner of the Hurrah Pub and Draft downtown on Walnut Street. He ran the store from 1984 till 2005 when I bought it off of him. I worked for Stan from 1994 to 2000 when I left the store to finish up Ball State and get my degree, and then came back in the summer of '04 and bought the store at the first of 2005. The store has been in 4 locations, but every location has been in the Ball State Village. The first location was actually for 1 year, was is now the Empty Cup. It was there from 85 to 91 when it moved at the 416 North Martin, down in the hole. It was down in the basement there from 91 till 2007 when I moved it over to its current location next door to the Empty Cup. So you can say it's kind of come full circle. One thing interesting about the Wizard's Keep, or I guess my years at the Wizard's Keep, is the people that come into the store. We get to see a lot of the same faces over and over, kind of develop a relationship with the customers. It's sort of like, our local Cheers, where people walk in and we know their name and they know ours. I guess the type of people that come into the store tend to be people who are more interested in strategy games, tabletop games. Maybe, I guess sometimes you get the stigma of the nerd store, but it's really people of all kind of walks of life. What we sell here at the Wizard's Keep is a lot of tabletop games, like board games. Not your typical board games like Monopoly or Sorry. These tend to be a little more strategy oriented or a little more involved. They have a lot more high detailed components, or just a little more highbrow in the strategy and involvement of the games. We also sell like role-playing games. Most familiar would be Dungeons and Dragons. Role-playing games, not much different than playing Cowboys and Indians as a kid, except now you're sitting around a table and rolling dice. We've also do tabletop war games such as Warhammer or Warhammer 40,000. Tabletop miniature games, but in a tabletop miniature game, the players kind of build their own armies. It has like a model building aspect to it. You can kind of paint the figures and assemble the figures how they like to construct their army, and then their opponents will also have their own army, and they'll sit across the table and kind of simulate a battle. And that can be either different genres like fantasy, science fiction, or in the past we've actually had people playing historical reenactment games as well. We also carry collectible card games such as like Legends of the Five Rings and Magic the Gathering. Collectible card game is a game where each person builds their own and constructs their own deck, kind of up their own strategies to kind of compete against their opponent. And poker, everybody plays from the same deck. And a customizable strategy game, well, you get to make your own deck. We also sell used DVDs and used video games as well. It's kind of a side project to have something extra here in the village, so students that may have a hard time getting out to Walmart or Best Buy have an option within walking distance to be able to pick up their entertainment needs. I was working for Sam back in the 90s. And basically was running the store. I always kind of wondered or dreamed of what I would do differently with the store, or how would I run it. And also what I really liked about the store was I've met a lot of friends through the store, and so I guess I hoped or dreamed about a career where I could do that for the rest of my life.